Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman issue number 75. It's finally here, the City of Bane. Okay, listen, there's some people who like this, there's some people who don't like this, and then there's me. And I'm just kind of like, what the hell am I reading here? Let's get talking about what are actually reading. Let's talk about who's making us read this. Well, not making us read. You get what I'm saying, all right? Let's talk about this. We got City of Bane, Part 1. Tom King is the writer. Tony S. Daniel and Mitch Gerards are the artists. Tomio Morey and Mitch Gerards do the colors. Clayton Cowles does the letters, Danielle and Morey do the cover, and Gabriel Del Otto does the variant cover. Batman was created by Bill Finger and F. Bob Kane. The City of Bane will continue after this, it says. So we basically get this Elseworlds comic that's not actually titled Elseworlds, but it should be, because it's some Elseworld kind of thing where somehow the Joker and the Riddler are happy to work with each other again, and they're detectives on the beat, and we've got a we got like all the villains are in charge of the city now because Bane, who got his ass beat a couple times by Thomas Wayne and also Catwoman, somehow Bane is important enough that he can get these people doing these things, and this is a real thing because Alfred is still here, and he's a prisoner, and while before he was telling Batman that you can't win. Excuse me. Now he's telling Bane you can't win. Batman's gonna hurt you when he comes back. I'm a little bit confused by what the hell it is that I'm reading here. I think that this could have been a lot better, except that I think that most of us have agreed for a while now that the whole story time thing and music lyrics thing that Tom King keeps on doing is distracting and frustrating and really annoying. Oh yes, one of those stories was actually kind of, I don't know, kind of justified in the previous issue. The pig thing, we go back and check out that review or that comic book to understand more about it, but you know, I thought it was going to be like, okay, so we've redeemed one of those stories, and now, yeah, we're done telling the little silly stories. But no, in the middle of this excessively sized comic book, we get another story. Why, in the name of God, was there another story in this comic book? And I just... Sure, maybe it'll make sense one of these days. Maybe Tom King will come back and address that story and tell us why it was so important. And you know what? I'd like to feel that the comic book that I'm reading is important. That's the thing about it. That's the rub, all right? That's the thing that bothers me about it. I want to like this comic book. It was kind of innovative, but I don't know how all these things happen, and it's an oversized book, so I don't see any reason why we can't know why these things are happening in this very book, as opposed to waiting for some issue 5 issues from now or whatever, where all of a sudden everything will make sense now. I'm just really getting tired of Tom King's storytelling style. It takes too much effort. It takes too much work. It takes too much remembering what happened in the previous 8 issues that he's done, or longer sometimes. He'll go back to something from 30 issues ago, and it's like, dude, I you know what? I tried. I really did try. But when I look at a cover and I'm like, oh, okay, and I start reading through a comic book, and suddenly all my energy just drains out of me mentally, like as if I just stayed up on fire watch all night, and then we're doing maneuvers in the morning. Military reference there. It's too much work reading this comic book. I'm going to say something very mean for me right now. I'll be glad when Tom King's run is over with issue 83. I'll be glad. The only way that I could eat those words is if all of a sudden we find out Bendis is on the book, because God only knows what he's going to do when he gets his hands on Batman. And you know it's coming. God help us all, we know it's coming. Is it, you know, sometimes I say it's a good time to be a comic book fan. Right now, it's not. It's not. There's a lot of fun things that happen in this comic book. As soon as that story came up, all of a sudden I start seeing everything that I don't like about the comic book. I think I'm done. I'm done. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.